What is going on? Welcome to this hobby of ours cooking episode, my now annual Thanksgiving cooking episode. Yeah, a bit of fun inviting you into Dee's Bistro. Welcome to my joint. And what is on deck today? Well, first of all, let's get some watch content into the episode. Of course, I am wearing my Sentimental Journey, my Omega Seamaster Titanium. This is the watch that was with me when I lost my mom. And that's relevant for today because I'm doing one of my mother's recipes, or I should say I am talking about meatloaf. And I got this wackadoo pan, not the best pan in the world, but this is the pan that she used whenever she made meatloaf. And so what pan, pot, or otherwise device would be better in which to try and make this meal? I've never made it. We didn't find her recipe. We found a bunch of recipes, but didn't find the recipe for her meatloaf. And it's something me and my brother miss the most of her meals, certainly. It's of the meals she made. It's, Sentimental Journey. And I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm a fair cook. I had to call her friend Carol. Shout out, Carol, if you ever see this, because I figure that chances are my mother got the recipe from Carol back in the day, late 60s. And so I took some of Carol's recipe, changed it around based on some of my loose memories of my mother's meatloaf. Not sure if it's going to work, but I've got about $20, $30 worth of groceries right over here. We'll go over ingredients in a short minute, but I wanted to take a moment to say thanks. Thanks for coming along on the ride, for watching the episodes, for commenting, for subscribing, and a thank you to all the trusted suppliers who are also coming along for the ride, sponsoring various videos with all the giveaways we do, and all the wonderful suppliers who are beginning to partner with the channel and loan me watches. So major shout out to all of you. It's a great pleasure to share this hobby. Usually watches, but today cooking. And you know what? Without any further ado, let's get to our ingredients.
By all means, Gail. Let's cook.
Going around the room, we of course have our 1.5 to 2 pounds of ground beef here. This is 85-15 mix. You need a little bit of fat. Salt and pepper going to be to taste. Looking at breadcrumbs, that's going to be about a half a cup or thereabouts. It depends on how mushy and wet this is, because basically the breadcrumbs and the one egg are more or less the glue holding it all together. For flavoring, I know my mother would have used Liptons Onion Soup mix. Couldn't find that, so we got this one, and it's got a picture of meatloaf on it, so that was a sign for me. Gonna use a 1/3 cup of milk, and somewhat up to debate is the topping, the topper. I seem to remember my mother using tomato paste and nothing else. Many meatloaf recipes online call for various different things using, ketchup, this, and Worcestershire. So I am going to put a splash of this onto the meat before I do the paste, in the hope that, at the very least, it will add some flavor in there. And hopefully I'll get as close to my mother's recipe as I can. I'm going to get some gloves on, take the watch off, and get to mixing this stuff. According to the A lady, I need to add the wet ingredients first and then dry ingredients thereafter. Happy to do that. In goes the 1/3 cup milk. In goes the egg. Little bit of pepper. Pinch of salt. Then our soup mix. What's going on there? And then our crumbs. Give me some crumbs. I'm going to save a little bit of those crumbs for later and just get everybody on top of everybody else in this here bowl. In retrospect, I do have a larger bowl. Should have gotten that bowl But we're gonna make do since we are we are already in bed, aren't we? God, I hope this comes out like my mother's. All right, I'm going to do a transfer into the larger pot thing. I don't even know what to call that juggernaut, and get this tuned in to be to looking a little bit more like a loaf. Got to get some watch content in there somewhere. Point of no return. We'll find out if the Worcestershire's matters at all. I hope this tastes like my mom's. All right, tomato paste going in. Oh, this is this is not. I need a tool for this. Where is my handy spatula? Come here, spatula. You on deck? Oh. Gosh, Mom, why didn't you leave us the recipe, for crying out loud? This is a mess. Gosh, how do the pros do it? How do the pros make meatloaf? Gosh, I need to put this in a put this pig in a dress. All right, she ain't pretty, but she's made with love. Love you, Mom. Miss you. What a freaking mess. Turns out steel is much better than silicone for this sort of thing. Who knew? All right. Mom. Love you, Mom. She is going into a 375-degree oven, uncovered. Oops, sorry. Uncovered for 25 minutes, and then 350 degrees for 1 to 1.5 hours covered. We will see you on the other side. All right, let's take this sucker out and see how we're doing. Voila. Not bad. Oh, boom, done. Maybe a little overdone. All right, moment of truth. And truth be told, I did leave her in the oven a bit long. Carol, your timing was not great, but thankfully I did a stop check at 1 hour. So let's dive in here, shall we? All right, let's see. Oh, good consistency, cooked through. All right, thank you for this food, Lord. Let's have us a bite. Not bad at all. Came out great. Not exactly like me mum's. To be fair, next time I will definitely hunt down the Liptons Onion Soup. I know she used that, it was in the house constantly. And I might have to gourmet it up next time. Maybe get some, panko, breadcrumbs. I don't know, put my little spin on it. But had an absolute blast doing it. Thanks be to God for the food and your company. And wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoyed this one. Not a lot of watch content, but a bit of fun nonetheless. All right. Hope the review are on this wonderful, beautiful hobby of meatloafs, that you're doing well, that you're blessed. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Now time to make a sandwich. If you'd like to support the channel, head over to hobbyofhours.com. We've got artwork, coffee mugs, hats, t-shirts, and even a watch book. 1001 Watch Designs, Volume 1. Over 1,000 designs in here. Steampunk, super futuristic, kaleidoscope, even super real ones, watches that you could probably put on your wrist today. It's a great way to support the channel. Thanks for coming along on the ride. All right, extra credit. The whole reason I went through this is so that I could make a sandwich. I usually will have this cold the next day. I very rarely have my mother's meatloaf the day she makes it. I just made it. I like it cold. And okay, Italian bread, mayo, both sides. Where's me knife? Spread that out even. I'll either use one slice of meatloaf, or if there's plenty, as there is in this case, I'll cut it to size because I want the meatloaf to go the full length of the bread. And then American cheese. And then you got it going on, as they say. And yes, I will take a slice and a half. Need to go wall to wall with this, Sammy. All right, now finding the right slice. Let's see, I might need a spatula on this one. It's still hot. Let's see here. Maybe I'll just yoink. Yoink. But there's no way. I need a dinner anyways. There's no way I'm waiting until tomorrow. No, 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 no. All right, there you have it. I love you, Mom. I miss you.